A Gosnian laser bolt flies directly at Oppel's head, as Armada uses the detonation of another Exo to form a shield around the rookie.
What's going on, Oppel? This should be simple for you.
I don't know. I keep losing my grip.
Oh, don't you dare! Where the hell is that greatness I was promised? Or did you just lie to me?
Oppel turns back around and throws everything he has at the cannon. The Gosnian anti-structure tank rolls into view and charges its V. An Exo blown apart by one of Baby's planted grenades throws shrapnel around Oppel. A piece hits him, cutting through the armor on his arm, spilling some of his blood on the ground. Oppel remains focused.
You give up on me after this?
Blood drips from Oppel's nose as the 160mm cannon jolts to life. The energy around the anti-structure tank reaches its maximum as the 160mm shell hits the Gosnian laser barrel directly, creating an explosion, ripping apart the Exos and infantry within 10 yards. At that site, the remaining Exos and infantry drop all unnecessary gear and retreat. Floating alone in orbit, Admiral Ostracon's heavy carrier watches over the Roanoke surface. The ship is a deep red with golden accents around its circular-shaped exterior. Aboard the bridge, Admiral Ostracon sits confidently in his chair.
Conditions, Commander Fier.
Our forces have engaged with the humans. Forward units have confirmed the presence of an enchanted squad.
As predicted. Perfect.
Admiral, we should expect heavy casualties.
I am aware. However, their engagement is crucial to our timing.
Alert! A human patrol fleet has entered the system. Standard attack formation.
They bring standard to face me. I find humans so uncreative. Wait until they are in position.
A USNG patrol fleet consists of 3 light battle cruisers, accompanied by 4 light assault frigates. The battle cruisers have elongated front ends where their bridges are located, stretching out from a heavier back end, all in shimmering silver plating. This is the smallest type of fleet deployed by the USNG, the cruisers being a third the size of the Gosnian carrier. However, if properly maneuvered, they could easily overwhelm Ostracon's larger ship. The frigates disperse from the group and move to surround the Gosnian carrier, while the cruisers move in for a direct engagement. Ostracon notices a nervous crewmate with his hand twitching over the weapons controls, watching the human ships close in.
Stand strong, gunner. Your patience will see their destruction.
The Admiral steps next to the gunner and places a hand on their shoulder while he looks closer into his screen. The 4 human frigates reach their firing range and take their aim at the Gosnian carrier.
Ship captains, your time has come.
At that decree, a massive fleet of Gosnian corvettes, roughly the size of the human frigates, fly out from their resting proximity to the Roanoke terraforming nodes. Aboard the human ships, their once empty radars become flooded with enemy contacts. Now surrounded and outnumbered, the USNG frigates turn to retreat. Ostracon proudly smirks as he watches one cluster of ships fire upon a frigate, viciously ripping through its armor and quickly detonating its core. Another frigate that managed to get further ahead is hit critically in the engine, leaving it immobile before it falls to the same fate. The other 2 manage to escape firing range with only surface damage. Meanwhile, Ostracon has moved his carrier into range of the forward human battlecruiser. A number of corvettes cut it off from the other 2, as the others position themselves above and below it. The much larger Gosnian carrier ignites a fury of its mid-sized mounted lasers. That collide against the carrier's shields, almost instantly shattering them. The cruiser, and its only viable option, takes a hard dive to its left and fires its main cannon at one of the flanking corvettes. A direct hit splits it in half before the cruiser unloads a cluster of missiles at 2 other corvettes. One cluster lands the majority of its rockets on target, obliterating the small Gosnian ship. while the other cluster only lands a few missiles, still causing significant damage to the other ship. The vulnerable human cruiser begins its course of retreat as the Gosnian carrier fires its main laser cannons, completely destroying one of the cruiser's engines. The cruiser slows down significantly, allowing the remaining corvettes to fry its armor with their lasers, as Ostracon's carrier moves directly overhead, his lasers charging. Back on the surface, a large orange flash in the sky catches Omega Squad's attention.
Yeah! Hell yeah! I can't believe we did it!
Yay! We saved the planet!
Holy shit, thank Prime Zero.
Celtic slumps down and sprawls himself on the ground.
You know, I think the three of us did pretty well for our first mission.
Yeah, I'm shocked Apple's still alive. I was pretty worried about him, you know?
I'm not shocked at all. I can really do this. We can really do this, guys.
Yeah!
Lieutenant Armada, how do you think I did?
Opal sees that Vic and Armada haven't moved their gazes off the sky.
Excuse me, Lieutenant Armada? Commander Smith?
Something's not right.
Oh, god damn it.
What is it, Commander?
Gaznian power cells burn a bright green. That was a USNG detonation.
Commander Smith, this is Captain Laramie of the SS Dolphin. The Gosnians have lured us into an ambush and destroyed one of our cruisers.
Understood, Captain. What's the status of the carrier?
It's backed into orbit.
Understood. Stand by, Captain.
Boarding action?
Exactly.
Wait. We did our job. It got our asses kicked in the process. Why do we have to work overtime? It was the Navy that dropped the fucking ball.
It's what the GDAS does, Squadmate Celtic. Captain Laramie, maintain a perimeter around the carrier. My squad and I will...
Vic, we gotta think long term here, buddy. Okay, listen here.
Vic grabs Celtic by the throat and sends a current through him, locking his muscles in place. Baby puts a hand to their mouth in nervous surprise. Opal shakes his head.
We are here to protect this settlement by any means necessary. I have deemed this next action necessary, so you will be boarding that carrier with the rest of your squad today. Also, it is commander to you, squad mate. Am I clear?
You got it, Commander.
Vic releases Celtic, who slumps to a knee. Opal and Baby look at Armada, who remains stoic.
Sorry, Captain. As I was saying, my squad and I will load up in our ship and infiltrate the carrier. Do you have fighters that can assist us in reaching the Gaznian hangar?
Their jets are primed and ready for your word.
Thank you, Captain. I'll notify you when we're in orbit. Okay, squad, listen up. We're gonna be boarding the Gaznian carrier in order to detonate their power cells. Opal, we need to disrupt their hyperspace drive so they can't make a jump while we're inside. Can you do that in your condition?
You can bet on me, Commander.
Good. Everybody, let's get to our ship and get set for a boarding insertion.
Sir.
Vic moves to make his way off the battlefield. Armada steps past the rookies to follow him, but stops to look at Celtic.
You know I have all of your backs, but I'm gonna let you get what you ask for.
Armada steps away.
Oh, finally your insubordination bit you in your dumb ass. Oh, that made all the injuries I've sustained today worth it. Okay, almost.
So, do you think she's saying I can just ask him to do that again?
Oh, shut up, you idiot. You lost this one. Just get on the ship.
Opal follows Armada.
Oh, fuck you, Opal. The Gaznians fucking railed your ass today. If it weren't for me, they'd you're a dick.
I could choke you out if you want, Celtic.
Nah.
Vic is alone on the bridge of the Excrementus, operating it from its pilot's chair while it rumbles with turbulence.
We're exiting Roano's atmosphere. Is everyone set?
The rest of the squad are buckled into seats in the prep room at the ship's exit, ready to deploy.
Oh, shit. This is starting to fuck up my stomach.
Did you do it again?
Yup.
Stop soaking your field rations in lard.
Shut up, Opal. I'll do what I want.
A squadron of USNG fighters fly around in barracks in various formations.
Commander Smith, this is Lieutenant Bill McLeod, head of Terrestrian 4th Fighter Squadron. We've got your wing and path to that carrier.
Thanks for flying out here, McLeod. Hope you guys are ready for some heat, because we're heading straight in.
We'd be disappointed if we were taking it easy today. Let's hit it.
As Omega Squad and the Terrestrian fighters approach the alien carrier, Gosnian fighters distantly swarm the human viewports. The first wave of Gosnian fighters come within range and fire a storm of lasers. Vic strafes, but a number of shots still strike their shields, shaking the interior.
Oh, we're hit! Oh, I don't want to die cooped up in here.
Don't worry, baby. Shield integrity's still high. Keep that in mind, 'cause that won't be the last hit we take up here.
Aw, man, and I'm gonna be the one fixing this girl.
A second cluster of Gosnians get in close for another round, but are cut off by the right flank of the human fighters. The USNG units take out all but one with their passenger. The surviving unit attempts to make a U-turn, but Vic nails it with his guns. As the USNG right flank turns to regroup with the rest of their unit, they are intercepted by another cluster of Gosnians. This one outnumbering them 2-1. Bill and his wingmen move in to assist and even the numbers. He single-handedly takes out one fighter, then another, and another before he realizes that his entire right flank has been wiped out.
Prime's all! Break off and regroup around the mobile barracks.
His unit maneuvers back, as one of his wingmen still gets hit and destroyed. The Gosnian units do not pursue, but break off to regroup with their center formation, directly engaging Omega Squad's ship, which is rocked by another hit. Bill and his wingmen are able to flank the Gosnians and knock them off their direct path to the Escromentus. As the rest of his unit, that had been directly covering the mobile barracks, adds additional fire, destroying a few units as they break from their attack. This opens a path straight to the carrier. Vic punches it towards the Gosnian ship's hangar, but hits his brakes when a second group of fighters pour out from behind the carrier and directly engage the remaining human units. The Escromentus' shields flare as they are beaten like a drum.
All units, fall in front of the mobile barracks and counterfire.
The USNG fighters swoop in and immediately absorb the volley of lasers. Despite this destroying nearly half the remaining units, the human ships are able to return enough fire to yet again break up the forward assault.
We're almost there, Lieutenant. Your pilots have done an amazing job.
Oh, it's not done yet. Watch out!
The Gosnian fighters from the first grouping are coming in hot from the right flank. Vic aims his guns as Bill's fighters cut right to counter. Vic gets a sinking in his stomach as he sees the number of flanking fighters. Knowing full well the depletion of Bill's units and the condition of his shields, he takes a moment to accept what's about to happen. Shockingly, Vic sees a new friendly contact on his scanners, and it's coming in fast.
Shit, sorry I'm late, guys. I was burying my fucking dad.
Squad mate Peter Longhorn, skinny, mid-20s with wild, dirty blonde hair, screeches into the combat zone. Piloting his all-black Evade 34 SRT fighter. Before the Gosnians can even react, he zips by them and takes out most of their front line.
Longhorn, is that you?
Oh shit, Bill! I can't believe it!
Longhorn, save the catching up for later. We're still under fire.
Longhorn makes a sharp U-turn, shoots down a Gosnian, before pulling straight up to avoid the shots of another that was coming from above. A single well-placed shot hits the Gosnian reactor, blowing it up.
Oh, come on, Vic. You don't trust me to be able to keep my focus?
Not that I don't. But you've really got to impress me here if you want to make up for being late.
Glad to know that's all I gotta do.
By the way, how many dads have you watched get buried by now anyway?
Oh, enough. Two Gosnians get in behind Longhorn and fire. Longhorn dips to avoid their shots, before slamming on his brakes, sending the two fighters flying past him. He makes quick work of them, before lining up with Bill and his squad.
Good work, Longhorn. Now let's get your guys to that ship.
I love you, Bill, but no fucking shit. Alright, you cover the front and I'll keep the Gosnians off the perimeter.
Copy that.
Longhorn breaks from the formation to fly up over the mobile barracks, weaving around laser fire while destroying 3 targets. Bill strafes away from the volley of shots before boosting in front of his unit and shooting down one, then another fighter.
You may have us outnumbered, but us humans have you outclassed. Ha ha!
Bill's fighter is overwhelmed with Gosnian lasers.
Bill! No! Oh, well, I can take care of this shit myself, honestly.
Longhorn spins his 34 SRT under the barracks, wasting 2 more Gosnians, followed up with a hairpin turn to face incoming targets from the barracks rear. He pulls up to take a couple out, then cuts his thrusters to spin his fighter around. Before he can ignite them back, the remaining Gosnian fighters land a few blasts on the barracks.
don't ruin our new ship, Vic. I just worked out my interior design plan in my head.
Longhorn fries the last Gosnian to the rear before boosting back in front of the barracks.
We're almost there. Terrestrian 4th Squadron. Can you take out the carrier defense cannons outside the hangar? Terrestrian 4th, come in!
Oh, they've all been dead for a minute, Vic. No worries, I got it.
Longhorn zips straight at the hangar's 2 defense cannons, strafing left and right, avoiding the massive laser bolts. He gets in range, destroying one, and barrel rolling to take aim at the second.
Prime Soul, these Gosnians are shit at space combat. Honestly, I'm a little embarrassed that Bill went out like he did.
The remaining defensive cannon lands a grazing shot on Longhorn's fighter, knocking it a bit off course.
Oh shit, okay, yeah, that one's on me. I'll shut up now.
Longhorn readjusts and blows up the last gun.
All clear.
Good work, Longhorn. Almost a flawless effort.
Don't worry, Commander. I'll make you forget all about that. Vic brings the Excrementus into the hangar, followed by Longhorn and his fighter. Vic readies the Excrementus' nose gun for the Gosnian crew's resistance, but finds that the hangar is completely empty.
Longhorn, use your gift and see if we're in for an ambush.
Ah, thanks for the early chance to show off, Vic.
Sitting in his cockpit, Longhorn closes his eyes while he sends an invisible pulse through the entire hangar.
Well, I'm not getting any life signs. Looks like we're actually in the clear.
Well, that's strange, considering the amount of resistance we had getting here.
They could have something waiting deeper inside for us.
Okay, since this is our first stop as a squad, I'm gonna be courteous and let that easy one go, Armada. But don't worry about it. Just leave me on point and we won't have any surprises.
Good point. Let's deploy.
The interior of the Gosnian hangar is very dark, with a fine mist floating along the ceiling that seems to be self-luminescent. The walls are a dark silver and deep red, with glowing yellow accents. Both USNG ships are docked in the alien hangar, as Omega Squad tactfully emerges, with guns in all directions. Longhorn is wearing dark green light armor, with a long blue scarf around his shoulders.
Longhorn, take point and call out in the incoming contacts. Opal, find a defendable position here and locate the Gosnian's hyperdrive. Disable it so they can't take us on a random jump.
Yes, sir.
Opal takes a moment to gather his strength, before sending the most powerful signal he can muster into the systems of the Gosnian carrier. While Opal was the top of his class in Gosnian system manipulation, he'd never attempted a hack of this magnitude.
Come on, Opal. They're gonna zip us up the ass of their home planet and fuck us in a second. You ever been fucked by a Gosnian?
Celtic.
Yes, Mom?
How do y'all think Gosnians even have sex?
Oh, I can tell you, kid. They stop by splitting open them.
Okay, everyone shut up and let Opal focus.
Yes, ma'am.
Opal searches through all the ship's systems, and finally finds the Gosnian hyperdrive. Its structure is fairly robust as he struggles to get a full grip on it.
You need to get it done, squad mate.
You can do it, Opal.
Opal breaks through and gains complete control of the system.
I got it! I'm in! Fuck you, Celtic, I'm in!
Yay! Good job, Opal. You accomplished the first basic task of this long, dangerous mission.
Good job, rookie. Now keep it going. Baby, find a discreet sniper position to cover Opal, just in case he's found. The rest of us are gonna find their ship's reactor and detonate it.
Yes, sir. Don't worry, Opal. I'll kick anyone's ass who tries to get their greasy little hands on yours.
Thanks, baby. That makes me very comfortable.
Good luck, squad mates. Armada, Longhorn, Celtic. Let's move.
Longhorn takes point, followed by the rest of the strike team into the hulls of the alien ship. Once down a few corridors, the nerves of the humans grow at the lack of Gosnian appearances.
Longhorn,
Still nothing, Vic, I swear. I'm not fucking with you. This place is a ghost town.
what's the limit of your sensory range?
A sphere about 100 meters.
Understood. Everything outside of that's dark zone. There's most likely still hostiles in the ship. Stay sharp.
Shit, these guys can jump us at any time. I don't trust Horny Long's radar. These aliens know their shit way better than us. They're definitely planning to fuck us up.
I'm well aware of their advantage, Celtic. But we have no choice but to keep pressing to the reactor and let Longhorn do his best.
Yeah, fuck off, Celtic. I'll protect your rookie ass, so don't be so fucking scared.
I'm not scared, dickhorn. I'm just tired of shit, and I don't feel like having to count on a drogman to keep his word to terrestrian.
The fuck you just say?
Quiet! Longhorn, what are you getting?
Just a mechanical movement. Probably the ship's internal systems. It's nothing.
Let's keep moving.
Baby settles into a hidden perch among the Gosnian docking arms, which is giving them a clear view of the entire hangar.
Hey, Opal. Are you still alive?
Only thanks to Prime's all, yes.
Do you, need any help or anything?
Just to be left alone to concentrate.
I'm gonna go on a little patrol.
No, baby, stay on your perch.
But I've been up here for like 3 days. I need to stretch my legs.
It's been 15 minutes, and I need you to watch from your perch. Baby? Baby!
I'm here. Sheesh. I'm just trying to be quiet while I'm sleuthing around, looking for baddies.
God damn it, baby!
Do your heroes just sit around watching while everyone else is running around, boots on the ground, taking down bad guys, hand to hand?
You're our sniper, that's what you do.
I know, but I'm used to the Institute where they would just throw up a bunch of moving targets for me to shoot. Here, there's no...
What is it?
Shh. I think I see one. I'm gonna follow him all ninja-like. Check it out, Apple.
Baby, no!
The 4 enchanted soldiers enter a large engineering bay with interface systems, machinery, and power cords lining the floor space. They reach the Gosnian reactor core.
Alright, let's set explosives and make our exit.
Vic, Armada, and Celtic each work at planting their bombs, while Longhorn watches out, his marksman rifle ready.
Longhorn, is that the same?
It's the same kind of movement from earlier. I'd bet you on my dad's life it's just the ship's systems.
4 unmanned exos drop from the rafters high above and crash next to each of the squad mates, sending them diving to the earth. Vic and his squad scramble to stand up, draw their weapons, and fire on them. Opal remains stuck behind his crate, keeping the Gosnian hyperdrive from functioning.
Baby! Brains all come in, damn it!
I got him, Apple. A few did get away from me, though. They could be anywhere.
God damn it, baby!
Opal quickly shuts his mouth and freezes, realizing what he just did.
Got him illegal.
Opal looks up at a Gosnian soldier.
Ah!